Hello, church. I wanted to come and give you an update on where we are at regarding our corporate gatherings and meeting together. As you know, we've been apart for the last 8 weeks, and with much anticipation, the governor made an announcement on Monday that we are entering a phased process for reopening Arkansas. In that phased process, phase 1 included guidelines for large venues and churches. And as part of those guidelines, we have decided that we are going to meet this coming Sunday, May the 10th, and the following Sunday, May the 17th. This meeting will be for corporate worship only. There will be no Sunday school, no Wednesday activities, just morning corporate worship at 10:15. And so that will be for the next 2 Sundays. With that in mind, please understand that we will continue our online format for those of you who do not feel comfortable attending in person. And we want to encourage any of you that feel like you're in a high-risk category, whether you're immune suppressed or whether you're of the age that you're in a risk category, we want to encourage you to be very, very cautious before coming. We love our church family, but we also don't want to put anybody in danger. And so we ask you to exercise your own discretion and caution in that. If you are nervous in the least, please know that we will still have that online format so that you can be a part of that worship gathering on Sunday morning. In addition, to help stem the spread of anything, we will not be having childcare in that service, either the 10th or the 17th. We don't want to put the children or the child care workers in a position to either carry or contract the illness for themselves, and so there will be no child care. That does not mean that if you have children that you're not welcome to come. You're welcome to come and have them in service with you and just be a part that way, but they will need to stay in service and sit with you during that time. We have several other guidelines that will need to be followed for those who attend. And so I'm just going to go down through the list of those. First of all, we'll have signage on the door that states that if anybody has had a recent fever or symptoms or been in contact with a COVID patient, please don't enter. We want to protect everybody in this, and so if you are someone who has either been sick recently, had fever recently, been around somebody that's had COVID-19, please do your part in protecting those that will attend and participate with us online. Also, we are going to ask you to enter through the drive-through door and exit through Central Avenue doors. It's just one way in, one way out, just another way to prevent the crossing of individuals. Again, these are all guidelines that we want to follow in accordance with what was set out for your protection and for the protection of all involved. I want you to know that there will be hand sanitizer provided at the entrances and several points around the church, and so at any time you're welcome to use that hand sanitizer. In order to prevent the spread of anything, we will not be passing anything. So therefore, during the offering time, instead of passing the plate to different people, what we will do is as you exit that day, if you want to give in person that day, we will have offering plates set on tables by the exit doors that you can then just drop your offering in. Again, the other options that we have been offering are still available. You can mail that in. You can go online to our website at westbaptist.org and give online that way. You can go to the app, or you can do the text to give. And I'll be giving the numbers for that again on Sunday. So all of those avenues are still available, but if you choose to come and give in person, that's how it will be done on Sunday morning. Also, whenever you come into the room on Sunday morning, we're going to ask you to maintain social distance. Now, what does that mean? We're asking everybody to stay 6 feet apart and every other pew. And so if you sit every other pew and try to maintain that 6-foot distance between families. Now, families obviously can sit together, but if you will maintain that distance from one another, that's what we're going to be asking everyone to do that morning. So we'll have our full balcony open and all of the floor seating. We will even put some seats up on the stage on the sides for some people to sit in order to be able to help maintain that social distance. We will not be handing out worship guides. We have gone these 8 weeks without you having one. That really, one of the purposes of the worship guides is not only to give you an order of service, but also to give you any announcements in that worship guide. And we really, at this point, don't have any announcements to give for future events until we see more how this phase and the next phase will go. Lastly, I want you to know that we want everybody that comes that morning to wear a face mask. Now, I know maybe not everyone has one. Maybe you can secure one before then. We will have a limited number available for people that come. I know that there are some people that don't want to wear them. There are other people that think that everyone should wear them. But no matter where you stand on that, this week and next week, we're going to ask you to please wear those face masks whenever you attend. Now, I want to read us a couple of scriptures because I think it's important, because people are very opinionated one way or another on things such as face masks. But as we come together as a corporate body, the devotion I gave last week is timely because it talks in Ephesians chapter 4. It says, I therefore, a prisoner for the Lord, urge you to walk in a manner worthy of your calling to which you have been called, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love, eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. This is one way we're going to come together and exercise humility toward one another, exercise love toward one another. We are not going to come and be fearful of one another, but we do want to respect each other's sensitivities in this and bear with one another in love. There's other scriptures, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, counting others more important than yourself. That's Philippians chapter 2. Paul talks about in 1 Corinthians chapter 8 how he has surrendered his rights. To the Jew, he's become like a Jew. To the Greek, he's become like a Greek, so that in all ways he might win some. And so in this, we want to come together in brotherly love, and we want to celebrate, because this is going to be a great, great day that we get to be back together in the corporate setting, worshiping our God together. Now, I promise you, I'm going to be wearing one of these on Sunday morning. Now, whenever I get up to preach, I will take that off so that you can clearly hear me. But I'm going to lead by example. You're going to see me with this on because I want to follow the guidelines. I want to protect you as church members. I want to do everything I can to make people feel comfortable coming in to that auditorium on Sunday morning and participating in corporate worship. So those are some of the guidelines we're going to have in place as you come in. Obviously, we don't need to be congregating unless that's done outside after the service in the open air. And so be aware of those guidelines. We will have them up on the screen scrolling for you so that everybody's aware of what those are. If you need assistance, feel free to holler at me and Tyler and anybody else that's there. We're not going to be fearful of one another. If you need help with something, we're going to make sure you get it. But I want you to come in a spirit of brotherly love and unity, offering grace and peace to one another. We may have a couple other guidelines whenever you get there that morning regarding bathroom use and those kind of things. But I hope that you are excited to be here on Sunday morning to participate in corporate worship. And I think all of us are going to have a new appreciation for the gathering of God's people. And we are going to miss those that are not there with us because they're unable to be this week. And so I'm excited to see you. I hope that you can come. If you're not able to come, know that we are continuing to pray for you, and we'll be excited to see your face whenever you're able to come back. As we continue down this process of the phases, we know that this phase will last for 14 days at least until they see the results, and then we may enter into phase 2, and we will have further updates upon entering phase 2. And so continue to look back here on our Facebook page and YouTube page for those updates, and anticipate what will be coming ahead, and we look forward to seeing you. We love you very much, and want to be with you again. God bless.